Namaskar. Today I'm going to show a very simple recipe of rasgulla. Everybody makes it, but this is something that your kids can make as well. In this pot I have here boiling milk. I'm going to add, after it comes to a boil, 1/4 cup of vinegar with a little bit of water to make the chena for the rasgullas. So I've added vinegar with little bit of water, and in a few minutes, as it is on medium high flame, the milk will separate with the acid. Now in this case you can use lemon as well, but I prefer to use vinegar with water to separate it. Just giving it a stir. At the same time, I've put about 4 cups of water to boil. To make the syrup, the sugar syrup, I'm using 2 cups of sugar, and I'm bringing my water to a boil. Now in this case, after the chena is prepared, the milk separated, I'm going to take this mixture and I'm going to strain it in a cheesecloth and wash it so that all the acidity is gone to make the rasgullas. So you just take it all together from all sides and strain out the excess water. In the meantime, in the pot of boiling water, I added 4 cardamoms. I'm going to make a syrup with sugar, rose water if you have it in stock, or Cura, whichever one you have available in stock. About 2 cups of sugar, or the proportion that you want to add. If you want to add less, you can add less to the syrup, and keep stirring it. As my syrup is boiling, I'm going to take the chena, strain it in not only the cheesecloth, but here I've used paper towels so that there's no excess water in there, and I'm going to boil it on low flame for about 25 minutes with the lid covered. This is the shape of the rasgullas. You can make them smaller also or bigger. So as the milk comes to a boil, to repeat, here I have about 4 cups of milk. That is come to a high boil. I'm going to add 1/4 cup of vinegar with water. till the milk will separate. From the mixture. And I keep stirring it till it separates. As you see, the milk has separated. Wow, this is how to make the chena, which is used in many recipes, paneer recipes, paneer with spinach recipes, and also you can make a lot of sandesh with this chena, the regular sandesh, which looks like this. As you can see, the chena has very well separated, and it's beautifully coming up, removing itself from the milk in this state. I'm going to strain it and run cold running water on it. So we run cold water in the chena. The next step is to grind this in the grinder, but in this case I'm just squeezing out the water to knead it like the dough with my hands. And knead it in this manner. To make ghee or clarified butter that I'm going to use in my roast chicken, you melt 4 sticks of butter and let it come to a boil, and you keep stirring it for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, till the milk from the top or the clarified butter separates from the ghee. At the same time, coming back to the Rasgulla recipe, I'm just trying to evaporate all the water from the Rasgullas so that they don't break in the pan. And just I'm going to put some sugar in this chena. And now I'm going to sift in some sugar and stir this chena for about 4 to 5 minutes till all the water evaporates. We can see the ghee or the clarified butter is coming to a boil. And by putting a little bit of water, you can get rid of the foam. You keep stirring it. So we would have to, as if you knead a dough against the palm of your hand. And some people grind it in the food processor. The dough needs to be very soft. And you're just going to take and make round shapes of these. The bigger sizes make bigger rasgullas. Recipe for the roast chicken. We start by frying some potatoes. After that, we remove it from the pan. Add about 1/4 of a cup of olive oil. Add 1/4 of a cup of extra virgin olive oil. To 1/4 cup of ghee or clarified butter, I'm going to add my whole garam masalas to roast my chicken. 2 ilachi or cardamom seeds, bay leaves, and about 1 cup of onions. And I'm going to fry my onions. I'm going to add a teaspoon of garlic. Wow, look at the color. I added my chicken pieces, a whole chicken cut into 4 pieces, 2 tablespoons of fennel powder, a fourth of a teaspoon of good quality olive oil, fourth of a cup, and fourth of a teaspoon of ginger powder has been added. This is mainly made with garlic, so the secret ingredient is garlic in this recipe. I'm going to add some red chili flakes because they like spicy food in my family. But if you don't want, you can leave that out as an option. I would say a teaspoon to a fourth of a teaspoon depending on individual preferences. And I'm going to roast the chicken with all these spices for 10 to 15 minutes till it turns a deep brown before I put it in the oven. My oven is preheated to 350, or you can even put it in the pressure cooker.